Beautiful. You got to talk like that in order to encourage yourself and to be right with it. Now, clean your brush on the bottom. Just clean your brush. You got so much paint, you wouldn't draw that. Why? See, I just see there is a river coming through. It's the icy river, the ice on the river. It's no water anymore. It's just like snow drift over that ice. You can think it could be a field. But you see, in so short time, I already have the mood of that painting I conduct. You can have it more in blue, you can have it more in the red, or you can add a touch of Van Dyke Brown into that, if you want it a bit more on the muddy side. But I think this is a fresh, always blue and alizarin crimson has a kind of a happy, there's a kind of a happy thoughts in that paint. It makes me happy, put it this way. And what makes you happy is very, very important. Okay, so I clean my brush now. So with other words, I conditioned that canvas. I conditioned that canvas. Now you hypnotize. Always with a clean brush, make sure that brush is clean and dry. In my classes, I did let them put it on their skin in order to make sure the brush is dry. Soon you add that paint thinner into the canvas, you are lost. Okay, now I brush it out. Oh, I forgot to tell you when I started, all my canvases from now on, they are prepared with magic white, and it is wet. I don't want to do it in order to lose time. We have so little time only, and that is what makes me rush a lot. I wish I had more time, then I could show you so much more. I could hold your hand, and oh, what would be nice. So, but we have no time, and I have to go through it, and I want you to see as much as possible. So with other words, that is all wet with magic white, and the magic white is my biggest helper. It helps me creating. You saw I start from the top, and the magic white gets into my brush, and there we are. Now I will create Faraway Mountain. Take a good look which way I do it. I use white, and this white. You have to kiss that white. It just, that breaks. It does all the things you want. And a touch of I hope you find that paint. A touch of Van Dyke Brown. Take a good look how I mix it here. It's too light, a bit more blue and a bit more alizarin crimson into that. See? And mix it so, watch, I turn it all over. Turn it all over like this. And mix it like this. That's it. Like marble. Can you see it good? I wish you would learn that. If you mix it dead, then it becomes a dead color, and all the, it makes you happy. It makes me happy to see that. It's like a stone. You lift up a stone and do all the movement in the stone. The whole event is, it keeps you happy and keeps you going. Okay, now I will do it roughly the way I have it there. You don't have to do it exactly like that. You just, I just show you how the technique works. See, there, now these mountains, they are very, very, in the snow, I make it quite light. See, you can have other mountains standing there. See, other mountain there. Now, I have a lot of people phoning in and writing in how to handle that knife. If you watch me good, I press awfully hard, and my knife is very flat on the canvas. Keep it flat on that canvas, not like this. Always flat on the canvas, and push hard. That knife is made to that paint. It's quite a stiff knife. It got to be like that in order to do what we want to do. If it would be a soft knife, we could not handle that heavy, strong paint. So, you see now we have already the mountains done, and watch how I break even with the whole thing now. So I care about the outside on top, always the outside on top. That means I form my mountain peaks or my whatever, round or steep or curve, whatever I want to be, that's the mountain. Now you use your almighty brush, again dry and clean, and look what I do now. You know we talked about the paint is wet, the magic white was on first, and now I use that. What I do now, I mix it in. It becomes a kind of a mist, kind of a mist in the mountain. Look how easy that looks. Now you hear it and you see it. It's quite hard touch. You cannot do it with the soft paint. Don't even try. I know you make mud, and you know we have too many mud makers when you paint. When I had my classes, that was always the main idea. How the devil I get rid of my mud? And I will show you, if you do it like I show you here, you never make mud. You have a clean painting, and it works good for you too. Okay, now I will highlight that. I use white. You can use this plain white for this particular one. See? And this paint is nice and hard and soft. We say the light is coming from that side, so we cut it in like this, and look how it breaks. Beautiful, beautiful. Ah, is it ever nice? See? Cut it in wherever you think, and let the paint break with the loosest touch of your hands goes into that knife now. You want all the 1,000 details. It should break on you. See, on top is the snow there. I don't know what the devil. I got the shaky hand today. I shouldn't show you that. I usually don't have that. I'm the tiger. See? Yeah, sometimes you have to brainwash yourself to be there where you want to be. Look at the beautiful mountains. Now, you don't have to light all of them if you want, because you have a cloudy sky, there are openings, and there's sun patches or whatever. You can run it like that. But this is a kind of a winterish, snow-packed mountain there, and that's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. See? There you are. Now, from the other side, you use white. Take a look on this now. White, the same white, and a touch of blue, Prussian blue into that. See, and mix a kind of a happy blue. Nothing else but white and blue. See how it looks? So, and now from the shadow side, run that happy blue and see, oh, that doesn't, it's a little bit too dark. Then you can add a little bit more white. See, you can lighten it up a little touch. So that will be better. Okay, yeah, that's better now. See, there you are. Use your own judgment on the colors. Because otherwise, the shadow side has a kind of a happy blue. The snow looks bluish. See, look at those beautiful details there. That makes it nice. And then you can cut it in here and there. There are little valleys and little whatever. Now, in that distance, you can soften it all up. We're having a clean brush again. A mighty clean brush. So, and you can cut it down, see? Cut it down. Because distance eats up details, cut it down a little bit, and then more. So like this. See, it makes it nice and whatever there. Okay. Now I showed there, there's a happy little, like a river, or it could be a field. There will be snow on. You can use your fan brush if you want, and have it in a bluish touch. That blue is what you use on the sky in the back. You can run it in here. See, long. Look at that. Think about this, a wind draft. Wind is driving, pushing over that. See, yeah, that's beautiful. Look at that. Already you open up your... And you see, it is not done like this. Because no human being has a steady hand to make it steady. But with that almighty swing, you swing it off. I just met a fellow here a couple of days ago. And he was so excited to see me. He said, I painted the way you talk. And I never thought I could paint. And I wanted the mountain, he said. And I had to call my wife after, and he said, there was a mountain. I never could do it before because, he said, I did it exactly the way you talk. And I wish you would think like that. It's a good way of doing, because you're powerful, you're in command, you're the commander, the chief, the bottle washer, you're everything there. Okay. Now, the next step, I will put a bit light on, especially in the back, you know. always next comes next. White, a touch of white. See, I just take a bit white on my palette, on my fan brush, and call it in the far right there. A little bit, maybe here a little bit, and here a little bit. And let it be rough. Let it be rough. Don't worry. Just use your almighty mood, your almighty swing. And don't be scared it couldn't work. It will work. It will always work the way you think. Because you are creating. You have a lot of creative power. A human being has so much creative power. There's just too much if he just wants to use it. You see, now the next step will be, I have used the colors up here, this ones. I use the same colors and put in, see, in that same color what I used the mountain, put in a bit Van Dyke brown. You see that? A little touch of Van Dyke brown. Again, a bit more. You can see the darkness. That's the darkness I want to start off. And then you can start off in the far away, bush, trees, whatever you have there. And look at how beautiful those trees are coming. There you are. Make it bigger than here. And as you come forward, you can go a little bit stronger. See, you can make a couple up strokes on the bottom, like it looks like three trunks are standing there. Same paint, maybe a touch darker now because I come more forward. Use the same paint. Take a look how I do it. See, Van Dyke brown, the same paint again, then I can see the step darker. As you come forward, it's got to be a step darker. You see? It's already a step darker there. And I have other trees standing there. Good. Now you can go forwards and use the same paint and a step darker. Can you see it, how I did it again? That means it gets from lighter to darker, to darker, to darker. And now you break even, cover up what you think it shouldn't be shown. See, that is a wonderful thing by creative power, because you cover up whatever you think it bothers you, and then the nice things are left. I want it a bit more powerful. I use a bit more Van Dyke brown, the same spot. See, maybe there. That means you came from light to dark, and perspective, you make it a bit bigger, 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 and all of a sudden you have lots of depth there already. Lots of depth. Okay, now I will make it here like a borderline. I'll cut it in like this. See, now, fine. Let's finish that up right. Fan brush again, and you go in with what? Watch. I cut in a little bit here. Come forward in steps. See, you can cut in there. Maybe cut in there. And then you can use the other fan brush if you want to, and bring little peaks out there. See, a little bit of a, see here, yeah, see what I do? A little peak out there. Then maybe a little peak out there. It gives you perspective, forwards, 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 forwards. There you are. See, you can go forward, you can have a cove if you want to. But leave it like that. We will leave it like that. Then we can show you the whole thing. The whole thing. You put in three trunks. See how I do it? Fire 'em in, fire 'em in, fire 'em in. Don't be shy. You know why I developed this almighty idea? Because in all my art classes, it was always noodle, 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 noodle. It was always, my God, come back, and then next week we finish up that almighty painting. Oh, there was not to talk about that almighty painting. I figured out, my God, if I have to go on living like that, I kill myself. So, and since I talked about that almighty brush and almighty paintings, it worked for me, and I'm sure it worked for you too. You see, all those upstanding details, they are not stiff, they come the way your hand is doing it, that's all. So, The next step, you start off from the back first. Now the next step would be, again, you see, I go in with Van Dyke Brown to the same paint here, again a bit more, and I have a close-up here with a kind of a bushy thing. Oh, we make it high like that. And you come down. See, even a bit more darker again, the same thing. Remember, what we are really doing, we create a depth. We create a depth. By doing that, you put the far-away sky colors on, you come forwards, 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 like that. And that will work. So, all right. Maybe like this, like this. Okay. See, now, oh, I forgot something, but we can still do it. We still can do it. Do it always next comes next. I was a little bit too speedy. I want to put that snow in. A little bit of a snow drift, kind of a snow coming down. See how I do it? Watch what I do here. I limber up my brush, a bit of a bluish white, but look at that brush. I look at that brush now, you see? That is my brush. Can you see it? With lots of paint, and make it beautiful light, very light. See, make it so that it is just all over feeling of snowflakes coming down. You see? Look at the snowflakes coming down. You can have it in a certain push. See, it is not always right to let it come down straight. There are days where the snow comes just beautiful. But we have a little bit of a wind here, maybe just a very little bit of a wind, and you can add it like this. See? There you are. Go right in the mouth. But I should have done it before I put that tree on. So I showed you how you shouldn't do it. You know, sometimes you have to do it. The teacher's always right. Not naturally. Naturally, teacher's always right. But I come out of that. See, I know how to get that going. I go around it as much as I can. Don't touch that tree, because then you have it all dirty and you mess up the whole sky. You see, it was good to make a mistake. I always was happy when my teacher did make a mistake. So here I made it, and I show you how the devil I get out of that. See, you don't cry. But then you go here over those trees already. With new paint, you go over a little bit over there and show like the snow is covering up a little bit of the whole side there. Okay. Now this is the side the snow is coming up and moving forwards, forwards, forwards. You do the same thing with rain, but with rain I make strokes out of that. In snow I leave it in flakes. I leave it in flakes like I show you here. See? Now you learned something here again. How you make snow, and how, if I would make rain here, I would do that like this and go with the big brush over like this. The way the rain comes, this way, or sometimes very sharp like that. See now, okay, and now you hardly don't see it, my mistake there anyway. You hardly don't see it. See, and if it would show, I would, let me show you. He would, she would, I would extend. Watch. If I would ever have spoiled that sky, then make it a bit bigger. You see? I'm glad I can show you that. On my classes, very often we had to do it. You know, we are just human beings like anyone else, and if you make a mistake, cover it up. If I had messed that up in the front, then I go just a little bit bigger, you see? Now I cover everything up, and everyone is happy again, and all the kids are singing, and all the birds are singing, and everyone is happy there. That's a wonderful thing. Okay, see, now the next step, again, I put a little bit bigger tree trunk in here, because there, you can do it like this sometimes. See, that's a wonderful way of making tree trunks. That's a wonderful way of making tree trunks. See, now the next step, you put that almighty I have there in the front a tree, what I would like to show you too. You can do it with your knife. You just run it up like this. Straight, crooked, whatever you want. You can let it go right through. You can stop it, you can have it broken. Sometimes we put the winter damage, you know, the damage in the winter time. There is a tree standing there. See? Okay. There's a tree standing there. I go right through. On my other painting, it's not like that. But I want to show you, do it your way. Do it your way. Yeah. Okay. Now, then the other side, I use white. From the other side, you see, like this. And you have already the light side. And make it so that it looks like but. Light and shadows. Here in the dark it will show far better. See? You can make it round by pulling it a little bit. It gives you a bit of a roundish tree. And then you can put maybe here that stone we showed there on that other painting. You can put a happy little stone in there, or kind of a hill can that be. And a bit more light from the light side. Make it break. See, look at that. That's what counts. This is breaks on you. Because it shows you 1,000 little details. See, that's good. And now we will use blue and white again. Touch of blue and white. Take some white off here and blue. See, and now you can add a little bit of a happy shrub in a happy blue. Look at that. Gives you kind of a winter spark. There, you see. You can add it here a little bit. That gives you a little bit of a lift up, whatever you want. On the other side there, you can do that too. Here a little bit of a winter spark. See? There we are. Now, if you want, you can put some branches on. Before I showed you branches with the palette knife, with the fan brush. Now I show you little branches with that little liner brush. Just make it a bit of a softer paint if you can, and just cut it in from the stamp down like this, and like this, and like this, and like this. See, and in no time, you got it going the way you want. Now here we have it like that, and we like that. It's a winter mood. See, there, we're there now, there. Yeah. You see, now we come to a happy ending. We come to a happy ending, and the winter mood still makes you gives you a lot of happy feeling. I thank you for watching me.
In response to overwhelming viewer requests, KOCE has prepared a personal guide to Bill Alexander's Magic of Oil Painting 3. To receive your copy of this instructional book on Bill Alexander's painting technique, please send $8 to Magic 3, Post Office Box 270.
Look at that wonderful painting with that beautiful mountain and that beautiful island there. Wouldn't you like to be there? Nice to park your camper on the side and unload and have your breakfast there and enjoy that happy, fresh morning. This is what I will show you when we start painting.